My name is Dera Manuba. I am a chef and a student of the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. I'm in the Department of Psychology. I got into school like 2021 after that whole, was it COVID or something like that? Yeah, so I got into school. I was so excited. I was so happy to leave my home because I wanted to leave. I was so excited. I was going to be roommates with my family friend at the time, and me and her would always text. We'd be so excited. Like, it all started when they dropped the list, and my school UNN, they stick times, like they are dragging you. They will give you one step before the next step, like 2 months or 1 month. You're like, let me just do this thing and enter this school and start living my life. The urge to live life at its best. Like, as if that's what's ahead, but it's really ahead. My first few days in school, few weeks, was, it was so nice. Like, it wasn't everything I thought it was going to be, but it was nice enough. I thought that I had made the best decision for like the best school. I'm meeting the best people. I'm having fun. I was going for bonfires. Everything was just meshing. And my first few classes, I was, very, except GS, I was very attentive. Everything was just assimilating. It was as if why people know they get first class for this course, like, wow. Like, they would teach, they would ask questions. Although I'm not the outspoken type in class, I like to keep my own. So I would know the answers to these questions, but I will not say anything. But to me now, in my own little world, I've passed my exam. I can bend this course with whatever amount of socials I do outside. But that was not the case now. So I realized in my second year, first semester, that wow, life is hard, life is tough. Because the courses were harder, obviously. But it was not even the teaching that was hard, it was the exam. My first semester, second year was bad. Like, anything that's going to taint my GP, that's it. That's right there. Because, from that mindset of 100 level, I have this lecturer, he's in my department, and in 100 level, he was so nice to us. Like, he was so welcoming. Oh, welcome, anything you need, if you have any problem, that kind of thing, And now, if the maths class, this first semester, we had the maths class every Tuesday and Thursday by 8. If you get there by 8:03 and the man is in the class, you won't sign attendance and you stay outside. Even if rain is falling, there was one morning rain was falling so heavily. This man, over half of the class was outside, and over half of the class. From second year, they started twisting us somehow. Let me explain. Because they literally teach one thing or teach half of the syllabus and tell us to go and read the other half on our own, which is something I think happens in every other department too, in all the schools. Because how would your lecturer tell you to read, that they will teach half and tell you to read half? They say they'll tell you in secondary school you are spoon-fed, but in university you feed yourself. Am I not learning? I'm here to learn. You feed me. What do I know that I want to feed myself? So if I know how to get it on my own, online, why am I here? Why did I pay school fees? Why didn't I just stay at home and, browse everything and let AI, is my G, teach me everything? It opened my eyes. I was like, what? This is really happening. Like, they still secondary school, that, when you get to university, your lecturers, I was like, let's experience it. It cannot be everybody. Maybe that was your days, but my days will be different. Or I think my days are worse. So the exams were very, very hard and tough. and maybe that course that they say you should read up, you didn't read it, and that's what came out, like 3 questions from that topic. You can't answer it. And these were only about 100 to 120 students in my class, and so we're not plenty. So you just find one classroom and space us so much. And if all of us don't contain, they can put 2 people on a row. And if there's still like many people, instead of them to just add us, let's just be 3. They'll now take those many people to another class and maybe put them on seats. So you can't even ask anybody. And then what happens? You fail. Hopefully, because in that space classroom, there are like 3 invigilators. And here, and in the bigger classrooms, there are like 4. Especially in this final year, like this final year was the worst. Like this first semester. And I know they say that as you go higher, it becomes harder, or whatever they say. But like, have mercy. Have mercy. Have mercy. I'm begging you. We're begging you. Have mercy, because we would read the whole material. Me, for example, I will read the whole material and think that I am perfect. Like, no matter the angle they want to bring out this question from, they should bring it and I'll write it, devour it, give back to them. But they will not insist on twisting the words, on making it seem like I did not even read anything at all. And the worst part is that when I come out of the exam hall and everybody's talking about it, and everybody knew what it was. It was not only me, but that's never the case. Everybody too used to be confused. Maybe somebody like that knew it now told them or something, but they wasn't talking my side. Engineering students, I have so many engineering friends, and all of them in civil engineering, all of them in mechanical engineering. The mech students, they have not made anything. They don't see these things. They only go for class and see theory. And then at the end of the day, they will graduate a mechanical student, a mechanical engineer, and do what? POS now. Sorry. POS. Yeah, because when they did not teach them anything, they only learn in theory. And say before the POS now, they now go to like work, in their field of study. And they are seeing machines that they've never seen before. They will now expect them to learn on the job. These are 25-year-old people. They learn on the job. And then they get to 30, they're still learning on the job. Because there's a lot to cover. What you didn't cover in your 5 years in university, you cover it there. That's 5 years of another additional 5 years. Or even crumbling. They'll tell you all that you learned there, leave it there. This is a new one you're starting. So there's no continuance, there's a break. And then there's another, you're rebuilding all over again. Food is very expensive. Food is very expensive. You cannot use 1,000 naira to buy yam. Can't do that. They're playing. And it's not as if you know that it's the whole country that is hard, because when you go to the market to even buy these foodstuffs, the people that are selling to you, they're not budging. Like, once they say this yam, how much is it? 7,000 naira. It takes 6,500. Madam, if you no buy, come on. That's it. Everything is so hard. Students know they chop. Like, everybody is leaning out. Everybody is becoming lean and thin and looking wretched. Like, only the people, and anybody that you see that is looking clean and sharp is cover up. And we still have textbooks to buy. Expensive textbooks. Expensive 1 semester textbooks. You're buying 1 textbook for 20,000 naira. You're only going to use it in that semester. Like, I'm not supposed to use it for the whole year. Let me use it for 200 level. I know that everything is okay. people were just getting, and then in second semester, because time has passed and the economy keeps dropping, you're no more buying a textbook of maybe that value or that worth for that 20,000 naira again. You're buying it for like 25, 30. And it's a must, and you must buy it. And it's so bad that these lecturers, they know what's happening in the country, obviously. Nobody is amiss. They know what's happening. But they still like, say, attach the buying of the textbook to your CA. If you don't buy it, no CA. If you don't buy it, you not take my exams. And if you check, they are the authors of the ones that are writing the book. So what's your aim? To teach me? Or to put money in your pocket? We're all suffering. What is it? Haven't they done enough? In secondary school, I used to imagine that when I enter university, that one senator's son or somebody's son with bastard money, will come and be disturbing me. Me, I will not answer. I will be Then the boy, because he loves me so much, he will now like fight for me and stuff like that. But nothing happened. Nothing. We would have like, yeah. So I'm not senator's son, and that broke my heart a bit, because you now get to realize that the rich people in the university are not senator's sons. They are not senator's sons. Because in 100 level, my allowance was on a invitation, on a regular. I even used to get extra, call me anytime you want, shit. But it's not, I'm not saying that the allowance does not come, but you know how it is now. Yeah. You have to hustle for your own. I never thought that would be me, having to hustle for my own. I thought that life was going to be very sweet. It is sometimes, but it's life. Hey, those people are very wicked.
Oh, Jesus.
I saw wickedness in school. I started seeing it from my 100 level because of where I lived in school then. I stayed in Udim, and this village, this place, once their masquerade comes out, this place becomes like a battleground, like you're literally fighting for your life. And this masquerade, like they beat us, beat children, young kids like me. They will beat me. Why? And we initially thought that, because when we first came now, they were telling us that it will flog a woman if she wears trousers. That's the whole belief in society, whatever. So any day that we know that masquerades come around, try and wear skirt or something like that. But that was not even the case. Because skirt or trouser, they'll beat you. And it's not small masquerades chasing me, it's fun. No, it's actually very brutal. They broke my friend's glasses. They beat this boy up so bad. His back was a nightmare. And why? Because he didn't give them money. Because he didn't have money to give them. Just a bunch of entitled feeling. My ride, I feel like it was so fast. Like I was just in 100 level, and now, after next semester, there's no next semester for me. What am I really going to do after next semester? Going back to my house. Wow, that's nuts. It's scary. I'm so scared. But my ride so far has been nice. If I really think about it, I've had so many experiences. I've experienced like two sides of a coin. I've experienced the good, I've experienced the bad. I've experienced the good side of the situation and the bad side of the same situation. It's a whole full-blown experience. I just hope that the experience helps me when I get out of school and in the real world. Because if not, what was it all for? Right? So, yeah, I feel like university is a place where we're supposed to come and discover ourselves. Did I discover myself? Yes, I did. I'm still learning, but I did. Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was.
One
one, like